Here's what I've been thinking about lately. We all hear this narrative about boomers and older generations who supposedly just share everything. They don't own pieces of OpenAI, they don't have massive equity piles, and building real capital from scratch without inheritance feels almost impossible now. Real estate prices, maintenance costs, the whole global financial situation, it's becoming harder and harder to own things in the traditional sense. So what's left for them? Travel. Remote work they can carry in their laptop, experiences they can buy with whatever minimal financial cushion they still have. That's the new lifestyle for a huge group of people who are constantly moving between continents, looking for a safer, more affordable place to live. And in the middle of all this chaos, they see Llama, or open source models in general, as their only real salvation. Because these tools let them acquire new skills at crazy speed. The problem is, the world is also moving at crazy speed. The detail and sophistication of AI is growing massively, jobs are disappearing faster every single day, and the competition is becoming brutal. So the real question I keep asking myself is, what is the actual survival chance for this generation of digital nomads, remote workers, and people who are constantly relocating? How do they stay resilient when they lose a job? How do they reinvent themselves without breaking? That's exactly why I'm building my ecosystem the way I am. The entire purpose of what I'm creating is to give maximum leverage to people like this, and to Grok's incredible inference speed while I'm at it. Every person who is bouncing between countries, searching for a better economic or personal situation, needs their own personal assistant. Not just a chatbot that gives generic answers. Not just an agent that can run basic tasks. They need a true co-pilot that grows with them. Wherever they go, whatever new profession they decide to learn, this assistant should be there. It should help them learn new languages, but more than that, it should help them actually move and integrate into a new country. Because learning a language is never just about vocabulary. It's the starting point of a much bigger experience. That's why I call it the experience buffer. It's not only a knowledge base, it's a living, evolving record of your moves, your lessons, your failures, your wins. It becomes your personal challenger, always pushing you, always remembering context from your last country, your last career pivot, your last language struggle. Imagine landing in a new place, and instead of starting from zero, your AI already knows how you learned Spanish in Mexico, how you adapted your sales skills in Portugal, how you handled bureaucracy in Thailand. It can give you hyper-specific advice that no generic model ever could. This is the kind of tool that turns displacement into an unfair advantage. When the world is getting faster and jobs are disappearing, your best defense is not to compete on raw skill alone. Your best defense is to have a second brain that has been traveling with you for years, that understands your unique pattern of learning and adapting. That's what I'm building, not another productivity tool, not another generic AI wrapper. I'm building a lifelong experience co-pilot for people who refuse to stay still, for the generation that maybe never got the equity lottery, but still wants to keep moving, keep learning, and keep building a life on their own terms. The experience buffer, your personal challenger that never leaves your side, no matter which continent you wake up on tomorrow. That's the thesis. That's why I get up every day and keep shipping. And I genuinely believe this is one of the most meaningful things we can build in this new AI era. Not for the already rich, not for the already established, but for everyone who is out there. Suitcase in one hand, laptop in the other, trying to figure out the next chapter. See you in the next episode.